Hey, what is up, everybody? I hope you all are having a great day and a great start to your week. Today, I want to talk about fear. I talked about this before, but I was reading it in a book and I kind of want to talk about this again. Actually, I more want to talk about the power of embracing fear. See, fear is a good thing. Fear, I know, doesn't feel good, but in the end, it's a good thing. Fear helps us grow. As a matter of fact, without fear, humanity would not have existed. Humanity would have gotten extinct a long time ago. It's our fear the reason why we're here. Because back in the day when our ancestors had to hunt for food, they had to know to be cautious. They had to know what to be afraid of, what to not be afraid of. The fear is what kept them aware and kept them prepared enough to survive. So back in the day, the fear used to be a really good attribute. It used to mean strength. And I feel in a way it kind of does today as well. Because when you are talking to a brave person doesn't do things that they're not afraid of. They do things that they are afraid of, but they do them despite those fear. Every person around has fear, and every person around feels fear. So that fear is a good thing, and what separates for a lot of the successful people to the not successful people is the successful people are willing to do things that they are afraid of. Now, don't get me wrong, there are two different types of fears. And one of those fears, as I said before, keeps us alive. Like, don't touch the hot stove, right? Or don't jump off a building, right? But then there are some fears that really hold us back. That really, maybe our minds make up different situations. Our minds make up different things that are going to happen. But when they're really not going to happen, like asking someone out. For example, our minds would be like, oh, they're going to cause a scene. They're going to slap us. They're going to hit us. They're going to embarrass us. And we're going to be depressed for the rest of our life. Chances are very good that's not going to happen. But still that fears like that exist for a lot of things. And I used to want to be an actor, and there are two actors who I always really admired because of what it seemed like their lack of fear. That's Jackie Chan and Tom Cruise. Both do their own stunts, both do insanely dangerous stunts, yet it may seem like they're not afraid when they really are. In fact, Tom Cruise was about to do this stunt where he was hanging on a plane outside of the plane as it took off, and that was a real stunt. He didn't use any CGI or anything like that. The only thing he was connected to was a some kind of connection cable connected to the plane, so he didn't fall off, of course. So they're interviewing him about that, and they're saying, "Your stunts are kind of crazy. Are you not afraid to do this?" And he said, "Well, it's not that I don't feel the fear. It's just that I don't let that stop me from doing the things I want to do," or something like that. So that is what a brave person does, is they feel the fear, but they do it anyway. And the fear is a good thing. It's like your comfort zone. It means that it's what you need to do in order to grow. Without fear, you're not gonna grow. So that fear is a good thing. That fear will get you out of your comfort zone and help you grow, and help you try new things, and help you be more courageous, right? So embrace that fear is a good thing. Now, of course, no one likes to be afraid. No one likes to do things they're uncomfortable with. So how do you get rid of that fear? Now, you may not always get rid of that fear 100%. But one thing I notice that helps kind of make it a little easier, or maybe it's like your brain doesn't really have time to think about it or be afraid of it, and that's to take action. Main thing is just to take action. When you take action, you really don't have time to be afraid. You really don't have time to think of different scenarios that could go wrong. And sometimes unrealistic scenarios, at least that's for me, sometimes unrealistic scenarios that will never happen. So the key point is to take action. So I want to leave you with this one thought. So we all think of different acronyms that fear can mean. One is forget everything and run, or false evidence appearing real. But I was reading this one book, yesterday. It's called Everything is Fear Auto by Marie Forleo. Great book. And she said, think of fear instead of this. Think of fear as face everything and rise. I love that. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all got something out of this video. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. And I'll talk to you next time. Okay, bye everybody.